On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples:
Confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Forensic.
Relating to the use of scientific methods and techniques to investigate and solve crimes or legal disputes, pertaining to or involved in legal or criminal proceedings, using scientific evidence to support a claim or argument in a court of law or other formal settings.
Examples:
Find forensic evidence. Forensic team. Forensic scientists analyzed the DNA evidence to solve a crime.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples:
a disability pension. A learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Snippet.
A small piece or brief extract of something.
Examples:
snippet of wisdom. Code snippet. The journalist saved a snippet of the interview for later reference.
Honesty.
The quality of being truthful, sincere, and morally upright, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Examples:
honesty policy. Honesty box. A culture of honesty in the workplace leads to better communication and productivity.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples:
bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Convinced.
Completely certain about something, having a strong belief or conviction in a particular religion.
Examples:
convinced of the idea. Convinced criminal. The public is convinced that the Prime Minister has committed fraud.
Guilt.
The fact of having committed something illegal, the negative feelings caused by believing or knowing that you have done something wrong.
Examples:
criminal guilt. Feeling of guilt. Shame and guilt have significant social influences.
Confession.
A formal statement in which one admits that they have done something wrong or illegal.
Examples:
a confession of guilt. A confession of faith. The prisoner made a full confession and admitted to his crime.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Assault.
A violent physical attack, the crime of forcing someone to submit to sexual intercourse against their will.
Examples:
Assault aircraft. Victim of sexual assault. We got caught up in an assault case.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Overturn.
To turn something upside down, to upset.
Examples:
Overturn a decision. Overturn a table. The court overturned the original verdict.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
Moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Outcry.
A strong expression of public protest, anger, or dissent.
Examples:
a great outcry, national outcry. The outcry against the new policy was heard loud and clear by the government.
Injustice:
a violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
gross injustice, injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Individual:
a single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual, individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Approximately:
close to a specific number or time, but not exactly that number or time.
Examples:
approximately 3 feet long, approximately same. This trail takes approximately 2.5 hours.
Peer:
a person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
peer group, peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Arrest:
to take into custody.
Examples:
arrest the thief, arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Statistics:
the discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
statistics for cancer, official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Technique:
a particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts, the technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Struggle:
to make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination, struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Shocking:
extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
shocking response, shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock.
Counterintuitive:
contrary to what common sense would suggest.
Examples:
counterintuitive results, counterintuitive behavior. The counterintuitive nature of quantum physics has been a source of confusion for scientists for decades.
Gruesome.
Causing horror or disgust.
Examples.
Hear gruesome details. Gruesome accident. The gruesome crime scene was difficult for the detectives to stomach.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples.
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Rap.
A type of music characterized by a strong, repetitive beat and lyrics that often focus on social and political issues, a reproach for some lapse or misdeed.
Examples.
Rap music. Get a rap. The new rap album is getting a lot of attention.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples.
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Exonerate.
To clear someone of blame or accusation, to free someone from responsibility or guilt.
Examples.
Exonerate from blame. Exonerate the defendant. The DNA evidence exonerated the suspect, proving his innocence.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples.
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples.
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Quarter.
One of 4 equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples.
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Countless.
Too numerous to be counted or very many.
Examples.
Countless hours. Answer countless questions. There are countless methods for dealing with stress.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples.
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature.
Examples:
Exhibit juvenile behavior. Juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Resolve:
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Guilty:
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Plea:
An appeal or request, especially for help or understanding, a legal excuse or defense, an earnest entreaty or supplication.
Examples:
Plea bargaining. Emotional plea. The defendant entered a plea of not guilty during his trial.
Headline:
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the 2 golf players became headline news.
Norm:
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Typical:
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Involve:
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Appeal:
A serious, earnest, or urgent request for money, information, or help, a quality that makes somebody or something attractive or interest.
Examples:
Draw out your appeal. An appeal for help. He needed to resolve the problem as soon as possible, so he made an appeal directly.
Refer:
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
the tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
incarcerate the murderer. Incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Blatant.
Completely obvious, often offensively or inappropriately, characterized by shameless or brazen behavior.
Examples:
blatant hypocrisy. Blatant disregard. Fact-checkers quickly exposed the politician's blatant lie.
Fingerprint.
A unique pattern of ridges and valleys on the surface of a finger that can be used to identify a person.
Examples:
fingerprint at a crime scene. Fingerprint identification. The police used a fingerprint scanner to identify the suspect.
Lie.
A highly alkaline solution made by soaking hardwood ashes in the water, used in the production of soap, detergents, and other cleaning agents, a caustic substance.
Examples:
lye soap. Lye water. The drain cleaner contains caustic lye and should be handled with care.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
county jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Maxim.
A well-known phrase that expresses a general or fundamental truth, principle, or rule for behavior.
Examples:
old maxim. Act upon a maxim. A good maxim is never out of season.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
state of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Pointless.
Having no purpose or reason, serving no useful function, meaningless or senseless.
Examples:
pointless argument. Pointless task. The meeting was considered pointless since nothing was accomplished.
Susceptible.
Easily influenced, harmed, or affected by something.
Examples:
a susceptible young woman. Susceptible of proof. Well-stretched muscles are less susceptible to injury.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Accusation.
A statement or claim alleging that someone has committed a crime, offense, or wrongdoing, a charge or indictment made against someone.
Examples:
criminal accusation. False accusation. The accusation of theft was unfounded, and the suspect was eventually cleared of all charges.
Befriend.
To become a friend of someone, especially when in need.
Examples:
befriend a young boy. Befriend other members. I'm willing to befriend the weak and the poor.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Minimize.
To make something, especially something bad, small or less serious.
Examples:
minimize a loss. Way to minimize conflict. I bought a gadget before my trip to help minimize stress during the flight.
Convey.
To express ideas, feelings, etc., so that it is known or understood by other people. To carry something from one place to another.
Examples:
convey a complex idea. Convey goods by truck. An ironic remark often conveys an intended meaning obliquely.
Sympathy.
The feeling of pity or compassion for someone else's suffering or misfortune, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another.
Examples:
artificial sympathy. Sympathy for the victims. I feel deep sympathy for those who lost their homes and possessions in the natural disaster.
Imply.
To indicate the truth or existence of something without referring to it.
Examples:
imply a strong correlation. Imply the presence of alien. The salespeople speak in technical terms to imply that they are more knowledgeable than the customer.
Lenient.
Not harsh or strict, tolerant, forgiving, allowing for freedom or flexibility.
Examples:
lenient punishment. Lenient rules. The teacher was lenient with the deadline for the project, giving the students extra time to finish.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
a classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Oversimplify.
To describe or explain something in a way that is too simple and no longer holds true.
Examples:
oversimplify the problem. Oversimplify a complex reality. People may oversimplify natural phenomena due to the improved accessibility of knowledge.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Leniency.
The quality of being kind or merciful in the administration of punishment.
Examples:
Show leniency. Leniency in sentencing. The judge showed leniency towards the first-time offender and gave him a lighter sentence.
Adolescent.
A young person who is in the process of developing from a child into an adult.
Examples:
Adolescent girl. Pre-adolescent children. Timely education about birth control might help reduce adolescent pregnancies.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
Take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Unpleasant.
Not enjoyable or comfortable.
Examples:
Unpleasant behavior. With unpleasant body odor. It is unpleasant to see criminal behavior even though it is minor.
Punishment.
A penalty or consequence inflicted for wrongdoing or offense, a means of enforcing discipline or preventing further wrongdoing.
Examples:
Punishment for a crime. Humiliating punishment. The judge gave severe punishment to the criminal who committed the heinous crime.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Glove.
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
a right-hand glove, 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
the branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well-versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function, permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Anatomical.
Of or relating to the structure of the body and its parts.
Examples:
anatomical structure, anatomical elements. The anatomical model of the human body was used to teach medical students.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
the structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Prefrontal.
In or about the foremost part of the frontal lobe of the brain.
Examples:
prefrontal bone, prefrontal region. Research shows that damage to the prefrontal cortex leads to increased aggression.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
cortex cells, visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Limbic.
Of or relating to the system of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction.
Examples:
limbic cortex, limbic epilepsy. The limbic brain region responded readily to negative or sad sounds.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Sensitivity.
The ability to perceive or respond to subtle differences or changes. The ability to understand and respond to the needs and feelings of others.
Examples:
Sensitivity analysis. Become full of sensitivity. The instrument has a high sensitivity to temperature changes.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Educate.
To provide or receive instruction or training over a period of time at a school, university, etc.
Examples:
Educate student. Educate public. The school's mission is to educate young children and prepare them for the future.
Enforcement.
The act of ensuring that rules, regulations, or laws are obeyed or implemented. The act of applying force or pressure to compel compliance with rules or laws.
Examples:
Enforcement action. Enforcement officer. The enforcement of the new traffic laws led to a decrease in accidents.
Juror.
A member of a jury, a group of individuals selected to hear evidence and make a decision in a trial.
Examples:
Juror selection. Juror anonymity. A juror's question during deliberations led to the discovery of new evidence in the case.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
Numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Mock.
To make fun of someone, usually by imitating them in a witty but harsh way.
Examples:
Mock his accent. Mock at his misfortune. It is impolite to mock fun of a foreign student's English mistakes.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done, noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Appropriate.
Suitable or proper in the circumstances, fitting.
Examples:
Appropriate behavior. An appropriate time. It would be appropriate to dress nicely for the wedding.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples:
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Approval.
The belief that someone or something is good or acceptable.
Examples:
A written approval. Express my approval. This project took a lot of time to get the president's approval.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Cheat.
To act dishonestly or unfairly to gain an advantage or to deceive someone, to break the rules or laws.
Examples:
Cheat on my taxes. Cheat in a game. Even though he knew it was wrong, he cheated on the exam.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Offense.
An illegal act, a feeling of anger caused by a perceived insult to or disregard for oneself, the action of attacking an enemy.
Examples:
Minor traffic offenses. A first offense. Parental indifference to their children leads to juvenile offenses.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
the wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Allegedly.
According to what has been stated or reported, supposedly.
Examples:
Allegedly guilty. Allegedly behind the plot. He allegedly stole money from the company.
Probation.
A period of time during which an offender is released from imprisonment on the condition that they adhere to particular rules and is supervised by an officer. A time of training and testing the character or abilities of a person who is new to a role or job.
Examples:
probation period. Juvenile probation official. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation for his crime.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
the creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Expel.
To officially force someone to leave a school, organization, or country.
Examples:
expel him from his native country. Expel air from the lungs. He took a big drag of his cigarette and slowly expelled the smoke.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Debrief.
To question, investigate, or discuss with someone after an event or task, to share information and evaluate the performance.
Examples:
debrief their business trip. Debrief the result. After the mission, the team gathered to debrief and discuss their success and areas for improvement.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
the attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Waive.
To give up or relinquish a claim or right voluntarily, to refrain from insisting on or enforcing a requirement or rule.
Examples:
Waive the claim. Waive fees. The homeowners decided to waive the inspection fee for the interested buyers to make the sale smoother.
Submit.
To give or offer a document, proposal, etc. to a decision maker for examination or consideration.
Examples:
Agree to submit the bill. Submit an application. Please submit the assignment to me.
Presence.
The fact or state that someone or something exists, occurs, or is present.
Examples:
The evidence of the presence. His majestic presence. The path to a solid online presence necessitates a high technical ability.
Automatic.
Able to work or operate with little or no direct human control, independent of external control.
Examples:
Automatic operation. The automatic shrinking of the pupils. In passenger aircraft, it is common to use an automatic pilot during cruising.
Safeguard.
To protect something or someone from harm, damage, or loss.
Examples:
Safeguard my property. Safeguard environmental quality. This measure will safeguard people against terrorism.
Cure-all.
A remedy or treatment for all diseases and problems, regardless of their causes or symptoms.
Examples:
Cure-all remedy. Miracle cure-all. Some people view meditation as a cure-all for stress and anxiety.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Sophistication.
The quality or state of having a great deal of worldly experience, the quality or state of being intellectually or culturally refined.
Examples:
Cultural sophistication. Linguistic sophistication. The new technology added a level of sophistication to the manufacturing process.
Brutal.
Harsh or cruel.
Examples:
Brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Gang.
A group of people who organize and engage in criminal activity.
Examples:
A motorcycle gang. gang member. The street gang was known for its violent behavior.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Cigarette.
A small cylindrical roll of finely cut tobacco leaves wrapped in paper for smoking.
Examples:
A mild cigarette. A cigarette case. He lit a cigarette and leaned against the wall.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Consult.
To seek or get advice or information from a person, book, or other source having special knowledge on a particular subject.
Examples:
Regularly consult with a doctor. Consult my wallet. Always consult a lawyer before launching a business.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.